Now on CoastTV News.
Saturday marks 3 years since the January 6th Capitol attack. How President Biden marked the anniversary today.
Well, stormy weather's on the way to the coast. I'll be timing out the rain's arrival coming up in just a few moments.
Lawyers quit again. The claims that Jimmy Allen is stalling 2 sexual assault cases against him. A crash closes one major route to and from Ocean City. We have images from the scene. Beach access expanded for dogs in Dewey, the time period they can now romp around in the sand.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with the Supreme Court of the United States agreeing to review the Donald Trump Colorado ballot case. SCOTUS will hear the case on February 8th, the same day as the Nevada caucus, and will weigh whether former President Trump can be kicked off the 2024 ballot in Colorado. The case raises the question under a constitutional clause that prohibits those who have, quote, engaged in insurrection, unquote, from serving the federal government. SCOTUS will hear the case and make a decision possibly by the end of next month. More than 300 days until the general election, the race for the White House is shifting into a new gear. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how Republican candidates are getting ready for the Iowa caucuses in less than 2 weeks as President Biden prepares to deliver his first major re-election speech of 2024.
Republican candidates courting voters ahead of the critical Iowa caucuses, reacting to today's news of a school shooting in the state. Ron DeSantis offering condolences while also touching on his political views.
We obviously, have a responsibility to create safe environments. Federal government's probably not going to be leading that effort. I think it is more of a local and state issue.
Conservative voters say stopping the flow of illegal migrants is a key issue.
Americans want candidates to talk about how they're going to secure the border, to protect Americans, to regain our sovereignty as a nation.
Less than 2 weeks from the Iowa caucus, former President Trump maintains a commanding lead over his Republican rivals. A recent poll shows he's the first choice candidate for 51% of likely GOP caucus goers, despite his mounting legal troubles. Vivek Ramaswamy, a Trump defender, argues he should be the nominee, not Mr. Trump.
At the end of the day, if we need a commander-in-chief who's going to lead us to victory, I think that our base needs to choose the general who is not yet wounded in that war.
Trump is battling to stay on the ballot in Colorado, asking the Supreme Court to overturn a ruling that would ban him from appearing on the state's Republican primary ballot.
The central issue of my presidency.
Meanwhile, President Biden's campaign releasing this new ad today, stressing his re-election message.
There's something dangerous happening in America. There's an extremist movement that does not share the basic beliefs in our democracy.
I think Joe Biden has a way to talk about protecting democracy as a way to provide for an economy for all people.
Iowa will be the first time Republican voters will have their say. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Taking a live look outside into West Ocean City, a cool night out there, and our First Alert meteorologist, Alex Seymour, joins us now with a look at our weather. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, it's a downright cold evening out the door across many areas of Delmarva. Ocean City actually one of the warmest locations, and we're sitting at 34 degrees as we take a live look out on our Drytech camera at the Ember Center in Ocean City. Clouds are starting to increase. Our temps will actually start to bump up a few degrees as we progress throughout the overnight hours. But it's going to take a while for those temps to rise. I mean, just take a look at how cold it already is. It's 24 in Selbyville this evening, 30 in Rehoboth Beach, 27 in Lewis, 26 in Milton, 26 in Georgetown. So if you do have to head out and about at all during the overnight hours or early Saturday morning, you're going to want to bundle up. Winds are calm. Clouds, though, as I said, are increasing. That should actually result in our temps rising a little bit. Here's the wet weather that we're going to be seeing tomorrow. That is going to be moving into the area by about 10 a.m.
Thank you, Alex. Jimmy Allen has lost his lawyers again. In court records, Jimmy Allen's lawyers claim he did not comply with the terms of their agreement. His now former attorneys say Allen accepted their resignation on a December 1st phone call. Allen is facing multiple accusations of sexual assault. Allen has denied all claims. The attorney for the two women claiming Allen sexually harassed and assaulted them said Allen deleted social media posts that were used to compile evidence and says he has a track record of moving through attorneys, saying, quote, "These tactics are part of Allen's continuing pattern of conduct to forestall plaintiffs' right to gather discovery to pursue her claims." So what happens next, you might ask? Allen has to say whether he has new attorneys or if he's representing himself by next month. In the past, he vigorously denied any accusations of abuse, claiming his encounters were consensual. Allen even has done some concerts here locally and announced plans for a comedy tour. We have all the relevant court documents and case history up on our website, CoastTV.com. For more weather updates, you can check out this QR code, pull out your phone and scan it there for our First Alert weather app. Download that app for free to get all the weather updates that you need. New tonight, an accident on the Route 90 bridge snarled traffic in Ocean City. And these images on your screen, you can see debris on the road and a large emergency response. Ocean City police and fire departments were both on scene. It's not clear yet what happened or the extent of any injuries. The agencies say that the bridge was closed in both directions. Traffic was detoured to Route 54 in Delaware and the Route 50 bridge. However, the Route 50 bridge in Ocean City is the site of long-term repairs. Two-way traffic is currently being maintained on the west side of that bridge while the east side is closed. Some people wish the work was being done during slower parts of the day as opposed to all day long, but District Engineer Mark Crampton says they've got to find ways to get that work done.
There's never a good time to do it in the summer season, and so we have to kind of work off-season when both vehicles and boat traffic are the least. And so luckily for us, the things that have to be done are not really temperature dependent.
Crews will be working 24 hours a day. Work is expected to be completed by March 2nd. And this will bring us to our Coast TV poll tonight. We want to know, how does that work on Ocean City's Route 50 bridge impact you? Take a look at the updated results here on your screen. All night long, people have been saying that it doesn't have any impact. That's gone up even more since I last saw it. It's at 93% right now. There are other ways in and out of Ocean City, as you heard in that other story about the accident on Route 90. So maybe you're taking a different route in and out of town. You can still vote at CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. Many roadway improvements are underway across Sussex County. Lake Avenue Streetscapes Phase 2 focuses on accessibility and street improvements between 3rd and 2nd Streets. The project construction end date is still to be determined by DelDOT. Another project is on Route 24 from Love Creek to Mulberry Knoll. That work is undergoing safety and capacity improvements, with construction continuing until this winter. Then on Plantation Road, people are seeing intersection and pedestrian upgrades with a completion goal there of early 2025. Lastly, a significant overhaul at Route 1 and Route 16 is replacing the current intersection with a grade-separated design. That project is expected to be complete by late 2025. Map out your retirement at the Lewis Public Library. An upcoming seminar aims to help those close to retirement or who have retired recently. One is on January 23rd from 5 to 6 p.m. The library says the 3-week course touches on everything from budgeting to Social Security. It's presented by the Money School and taught by a financial advisor. Organizers say registration is preferred, but walk-ins are welcome if space allows. And staying on the topic of retirement for another moment, a special panel has proposed solutions to protect health care for state retirees and workers. They've worked to address financial challenges and ensure long-term health care security. One goal is better funding strategies and careful benefit adjustments. Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long chairs the committee and says it made more than a dozen recommendations to the governor, the State Employee Benefits Committee, and the General Assembly, which reconvenes on January 9th. Something else gaining attention as the legislative session draws near: gun legislation could change how often you need to get your permit renewed for handguns. This amendment proposes extending the validity of a handgun purchase permit from 1 to 2 years and eliminating the voucher program for firearms training courses. The original bill requiring Delawareans to complete a training course and obtain a permit before buying a handgun has sparked debate. The legislative session begins again on January 9th. Voters will cast their ballots in Ellendale tomorrow for the town council election there. Voting takes place from 1 to 7 p.m. at Ellendale Town Hall. 3 council seats are at stake, each for a 2-year term. Dewey Beach Town Council has just expanded beach access for dogs. Dogs can now enjoy the beach all day from the Sunday following Labor Day weekend right up until the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. They were previously limited to specific times of the year. This change effectively extends the beach season for our furry friends and their owners, offering a few more weeks to bask in the sun. And staying in Dewey Beach, where steps to enhance safety and accessibility are being taken, the town has announced it will trim trees and bushes along public rights-of-way. This move aims to improve visibility at intersections and create additional space for public parking. That's always helpful. The town is also enforcing a strict policy against signage in these rights-of-way. Any signs found in these areas will be removed by town officials. If you have a drive to serve and protect your community, the Georgetown Police Department is now recruiting. Here are some highlights from the agency's job posting. You must be at least 21 years old, have a valid driver's license, and a high school diploma. The annual salary is over $59,000 a year. Other benefits listed include a vehicle to take home and a 20-year pension plan. Call the police department for more information about applying. A blood drive is taking place this coming Monday at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Donors are invited to pick a slot from noon to 6 p.m., except all slots have been filled between noon and 1:30. We are thrilled to announce that CoastTV has a brand new Facebook page. For the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions, make sure to visit and follow our new page. Just head over to facebook.com/CoastTV-N-B-C or scan the QR code appearing on your screen right now. Stay connected with us. We are just getting started tonight. Craft your own adventure. Coming up, I'll show you the cool things you can make and where you can go to learn more about one coastal community.
Well, stormy weather is expected tomorrow along the coast, but it's not the worst weather we'll see over the next week. I'll be tracking all those storms coming up just after the break.
At first, a historical site in Milton is set for a major cleanup. What this means for the Prime Hook ecosystem and the community, we'll be back in just 60 seconds.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Join a global team of dreamers, doers, and inventors at one of the largest biotech manufacturing companies in the world, right here in Millsboro, Delaware. At Merck, we use the power of leading-edge science to save and improve lives. Whether you have a diploma, degree, or in between, positions are available from entry-level through management. Competitive pay, health insurance, tuition reimbursement, 401k, pension plan, and annual bonuses. Join Merck and be a part of a bigger story. Apply online today.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
A new cleanup effort looks to rid a historic marker from chemical damage left behind by decades of range bullets in Milton. About 13 acres make up the Broadkiln Sportsman's Club that used to be here beside Prime Hook Refuge. DenRec says 75,000 pounds of lead is left over from all those bullets and still seeping into the ground. People are worried about the damage being done.
Waterways help our health as well, so I think cleaning up the lead bullets in the waterways, I think will have dramatic change in health and overall health in the environment as well.
DenRec is looking for public comment on how to get rid of the contaminants. Those public comments are due January 9th.
Stormy weather on the way to the coast over the next few days. We got a first alert weather day for tomorrow and then another one as we head towards the middle of next week. Right now, still quiet. It's just a cold evening across Delmarva. 34 degrees out on our Orsted camera in West Ocean City. Ocean City, actually one of the warmest locations on Delmarva. Many of us actually in the mid-20s. Our temps, though, are going to start to rise over the next few hours slowly. It's not going to be a quick jump up to above freezing, but we're going to slowly progress there as we progress throughout the overnight hours and get to tomorrow morning. That's all due to the fact that the clouds are going to start to thicken up across the region. We're going to start to switch our winds to more out of the south. That's all as this area of low pressure and all this wet weather starts to work its way up towards the mid-Atlantic. So as we progress throughout the overnight hours, here we go. Those temps are going to start to rise. Our in-house forecast actually a little bit too warm so far this evening. So I'm thinking these temps are going to be a little bit colder by 7 a.m. Some of us may still be holding on to the upper 20s to close to 30 degrees. So you'll want to bundle up if you do head out early Saturday morning. But temps quickly rise. It's going to be a chilly rain at first, though, as we head towards the lunchtime hour, 30s and 40s, with that light to moderate rain starting to move into the area. That rain really gets heavy during the evening hours with those temps in the mid to upper 40s to close to 50 degrees. So moderate to heavy rainfall Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. It's going to persist through about 8 p.m. before tapering off. We could still see those clouds and maybe even a few spotty showers linger into Sunday, but for the most part, we should be pretty dry on Sunday. This is mainly a Saturday event. Rainfall total is going to be pretty significant tomorrow. Half an inch to maybe upwards of 1.5 inches. That will certainly result in some ponding of water on those roadways. So if you do have to travel tomorrow, good idea to just take it slow. Be aware that you may run into that water on those roadways. Winds also going to be quite gusty. Winds gusting upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour at times tomorrow evening. That could bring down a few small tree limbs, weak tree limbs. Bigger deal is maybe if you still have your Christmas decorations up, you haven't had a chance to take them down, probably want to tie them down or try to bring them inside if you can, because that'll certainly blow them around. Bigger deal winds, that's going to be arriving as we head towards the middle of next week. That's with a different storm system. So we have this storm system impacting our area this weekend, the larger storm system impacting the area as we head towards the middle of next week, and then a third storm system that's going to be working its way towards our area as we head towards the end of next week. Tuesday storm is the bigger storm of all three. Flooding rains, rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches or more, damaging wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. Coastal problems, dangerous surf, and coastal flooding going to be an issue, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast shows rain and wind Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and again next Friday.
With the holidays in the rear view, events are winding down, but there's no shortage of cool things to do. If you download the Built Story app, you'll see a tour available in Rehoboth Beach. About 15 stops will teach you about the past and present. The Rehoboth Then and Now tour will take you down Rehoboth and Baltimore Avenues and the boardwalk. Rehoboth Beach Main Street says you can stop for lessons about 19th century Rehoboth as a religious summer camp. Learn how fires, storms, and even a railroad shaped the city. The Built Story app is available on both iOS and Android. Make your own sea glass jewelry. The Delaware Seashore State Park is hosting this crafting event at the Indian River Life Saving Station from 1 to 2:30 Saturday. If you have your own sea glass that you'd like to turn into a pendant, organizers say you can bring that. Otherwise, they'll have a collection to choose from. Register ahead of time. Adventure awaits at the Millville Volunteer Fire Company. The Outdoorsman Marketplace is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday. Here's a look at some of the vendors who set up last year. Shop for fishing and hunting supplies and other gear you may need for all things outdoors. Admission is $5 at Station 1 on Atlantic Avenue. The event benefits the fire company. One cool craft allows kids to bring their dream pet to life minus the responsibilities. The Milford Public Children's Library is hosting a Build Your Own Siberian Husky stuffed animal event on Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's free for kids up to 12 years old to attend. Organizers say all materials will be provided. Delmarva Birding Weekend says a Scoters and Seals cruise is earlier than usual this winter. The 2-hour cruise starts at 9 a.m. Saturday and goes around the mouth of the Delaware Bay. Organizers say the boat trip coincides with low tide to give you a better chance to see the seals. This event is on a wait list, but we have details on how to get on that list, as well as similar boat tours on CoastTV.com. Some events do require registration. Check out the article on CoastTV.com for helpful links and more cool things to do this weekend.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Taylor Oil Company leads a family of services offering energy solutions to Delmarva since 1927. Summer heat can be taxing on cooling systems. Now is the time to look into savings offered by the latest energy-efficient heat pumps and air conditioning systems. E.T. Travis can recommend the best solution for your needs with just the right system for your home or business. The Taylor Oil family of services. One number for all your energy needs. Call 410-749-2151. Day or night, our service never sleeps.
At BSD, we're here to serve you, our client. But did you know all that BSD has to offer? Everything for the inside and outside of your home. Decking, siding, trim, stairs, railings, hurricane shutters, kitchen and baths. And we install. As your local Anderson Diamond dealer, we also offer full service on all your Anderson products. Because Anderson backs their product with the best warranty in the industry. Visit one of our showrooms today and we'll show you all we have to offer.
It's Ocean Downs Friends with Benefits. You in time to grab cash and 4 friends score matching free play. Plus, one finalist wins $5,000 cash and up to 4 friends each win $500 free play. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
It's Colette's Show You the World Giveaway Week.
You said you'd like to win a trip. You ever been to Croatia? You're going!
Monday at 7 on Coast TV.
Day after the Perry High School shooting in Iowa in which a 6th grader was killed, the small community was somber. Yellow crime tape still lined the campus. Flowers and stuffed toys had cropped up in many memorials, and classes across the district were canceled in favor of counseling. The shooting happened just after 7:30 a.m. Thursday when a student opened fire. The suspect, identified as Dylan Butler, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Federal student loan borrowers are finding issues restarting their payments since the pandemic-era pause ended in October. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau acknowledged today that borrowers are dealing with inaccurate and late billing statements along with processing delays. More than 45 million borrowers collectively owe about $1.6 trillion. That's according to the Biden administration, which tried to cancel up to $20,000 in student debt last summer before the Supreme Court killed the program. The Bureau director says student loan payments resuming means servicers are raking in billions of dollars of payments each month. He said that if those companies are cutting corners or sidestepping the law, it would pose serious risks to the individuals as well as the economy. And speaking of the economy, a new jobs report beat economists' expectations. The Bureau of Labor Statistics said today that the U.S. economy added 216,000 jobs in December. That's 56,000 more jobs than predicted. This brings the nationwide unemployment rate to 3.7%. Job growth was noted in government, healthcare, and construction sectors. According to seasonally adjusted data, the U.S. gained more than 2.7 million jobs in 2023. Coming up in sports, a Henlopen North battle between Cesar Rodney and Cape in girls basketball. And next, seasons changing, the help available in Kent County for those who still need to take their Christmas tree out.
sun, sand, and summertime style at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke. Dive into our huge in-stock selection to refresh your home. Ask about our prompt delivery and up to 24-month interest-free financing. Discover our charming children's selection. Try out our full range of Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress brand. Browse appliances that you can depend on, like Speed Queen. And trust our professional and experienced installation and service team. Make your home a reflection of you at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke.
Monday on Coast Life, we have secrets to maintaining New Year health goals. And join Jamie Perez of the Parker Group about smart real estate investments. Plus, experience a moving musical celebration for Martin Luther King. Monday at 4 on Coast TV.
We'll do the whole carpet in the whole house for $5.
Wait.
You didn't even know how to do this. I thought you did.
We are family owned and operated, but I don't think either of you are ready to install yet. At Matt the Carpet Guy, we have the best vinyl plank and carpet in stock, bringing our showroom to you so you can feel confident in the carpet you choose. Matt the Carpet Guy, flooring done right.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
When you want a new or restored residential or commercial deck, roof, or balcony, contact Delmarva Roofing and Coating to make the switch to DuraDeck today. For over 15 years, they've been consistently one of the largest installers in the U.S., installing over 1 million square feet of DuraDeck decks. With at least 10 years of experience, their certified installers install the pre-manufactured sheets to almost any surface. Plus, Delmarva Roofing and Coating also offers warranties for water tightness and aesthetics. Make the choice that lasts. DuraDeck. Find out more at delmarvaroofing.com.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, Coast TV's feathered friend and sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Brought to you by Tidal Health.
Here's a look at some things happening tonight across Delmarva. There will be Christmas tree pickup services in Kent County the week of January 8th and January 15th for Kent County yard waste customers. This service is limited to Christmas trees only. According to the county, regular yard waste service will resume the first week in April. The Delaware House Small Business Caucus will soon be holding its first in-person meeting of the new year. The Delaware Department of Finance Secretary will act as a special guest and provide a 2024 economic outlook. Lunch will be provided courtesy of the Home Builders Association of Delaware. The meeting is slated for January 18th between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. at Legislative Hall in Dover.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. In ladies basketball, a Henlopen North battle tonight. Caesar Rodney traveling to Cape Henlopen. The Riders and Vikings both aiming to collect their third win of the season. We'll start off with Rakayla Edwards splitting the defense as she makes her way inside for the floater. The Riders trying to close the gap before halftime as Kendall Baker gets herself open for the inbound pass and picks up two on the lax defense. And Cape would get the last bucket of the half, however, as Macy Steinwaddle picks the pocket of the Rider before bringing it down the court and dishing off to Amara Freshman for the finish. Second half, Cape leads 35-11. Edwards still making her presence known as she picks up another 2 points. The Riders starting to feel it in the second half as Brooke Roberts buries the three from beyond the arc. And then Amalia Freshman answers back with a jump shot of her own. The soft touch doing wonders as that ball hangs on the rim before dropping in. And how about this first sequence? Allie Deal stuffing an incoming Rider at the rim, gathering up the block shot, going coast to coast before the and one finish on the other side of the court. From there, the Vikings would have their way, starting with Amari Freshman finding the wide open lane for the easy two. And Cape defeats Caesar Rodney 61-22. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Don't forget to tune into Coast TV for Sunday Night Football. It's the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Then we'll have your hyperlocal broadcast right after the game. In your health news, it's a trend that appears to be gaining popularity, sleeping in separate rooms to accommodate a bed partner. Mandy Gaither explains why the so-called sleep divorce can both help and potentially hurt a relationship.
It's a blast from the past, an old trend gaining new traction in homes across the U.S., sleeping separately from your partner.
Sleep divorce, and I don't really like that name because it suggests, divorce sounds so dire, but we want to achieve sleep compatibility, so it doesn't need to be an all or nothing solution.
Psychotherapist Robbie Ludwig says sleep is a critical part of overall health. Those who don't get their recommended Z's can be more vulnerable to certain medical conditions like diabetes, cardiovascular problems, even dementia. But she says sleeping in separate beds can impact intimacy. If you'd like to try the trend, she advises to go for it on an as-needed basis.
If you have a big business meeting, or if you find during the week it's really important for you to have good sleep, you can find that you maybe have separate sleep for a period of time and then sleep together on the weekends.
If you do sleep separately, Ludwig says to find time to be intimate and to connect with one another. And if you're not sleeping through the night when together, she says to make sure something else isn't at play.
If you find that there's no medical reason for it and there doesn't appear to be some psychological conflict underlying the separate sleeping issues, then you can figure out a plan that makes sense for both of you.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Drawing the line between two coastal communities, the upcoming event that lets you dive into the history of the south end of Rehoboth Beach.
Life. Just when you think you've got it made, you've got another thing coming. To which we say, bring it on. Your heart needs a hand? We've got hands committed to saving hundreds of hearts each year. You're facing a storm? Hey, storm, is that all you got? Because we've got more. More ways to help, to provide hope, with a commitment to your health that runs deep.
The savings celebration continues. Johnny Janosic's New Year's sale is extended through Monday. Shop our guaranteed lowest prices on furniture and mattresses. Plus, take an extra 20% off or choose 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get a 6-piece power sectional, now only $27.99.95. Or this 5-piece dining set, now only $11.99.95. It's your last chance to save. The New Year's sale ends Monday at Johnny Janosic World of Furniture and Mattresses.
The most incredible shopping on the beach, Blooming Boutique. Fashion, jewelry, and accessories as cool as an ocean breeze. You'll love this place. We put a smile on your face. You'll love this place. It's Blooming Boutique. Fashion.
Visit Blooming Boutique's 4 convenient locations, downtown Milford, Long Neck, and 2 in downtown Lewis. We carry resort wear all year long.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
To drive from Rehoboth Beach to Dewey Beach, you may realize how 1st Street becomes King Charles Avenue and 2nd Street becomes Bayard Avenue. A local historian is prepared to delve into the history of the south side of Rehoboth Beach at an upcoming lecture. The presentation also includes the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. It takes place at the Boardwalk Plaza Hotel from 7:15 to 8:30 p.m. January 11th. Registration is now open. Tickets are $25, which go towards the railroad-era Rehoboth Avenue diorama. Furry friends will be visiting the Milton Public Library this year. The library says humane animal partners will be stopping by on the second Friday of every month. I know I'll be there from 2:30 to 4 p.m. They'll provide information and answer questions and, of course, have companion animals seeking a loving forever home.
We have a lot of rain on the way over the next 7 to 10 days. Certainly going to need that rain gear. Our Coast TV umbrella giveaway winner this evening, Patricia Zeller from Lewis, Delaware. Congratulations. Certainly going to need that umbrella over the coming days. Tomorrow we have a first all weather day. We're going to see rain move into the area by about 10 a.m. and then heavy rain during the afternoon and evening hours, half an inch to an inch and a half. Several more inches of rain Tuesday and Wednesday with a much bigger wind event associated with that storm system, wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, then more rain and wind next Friday and Saturday.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 6 p.m. Have a great night.